Hello everyone, hope you're doing good. Okay, so myself Santosh, and I welcome you to our special series, Distress to De-Stress, and organized by our student club Transdimensions. And it's a week-long 5-minute series covering various perspectives surrounding main concepts stress. So let's invite our speaker for the series, Sri Vigradas, as introduced in our session yesterday. So without further ado, I hand over to you, sir. You can take over.
So very happy to see all of you to discover yet another de-stress formula. Today I'm going to share with you something interesting based on a real life incident which happened very recently in the US. So before I speak the case study, so let's hear to this interesting news item. Yes, interesting, isn't it? This man, he's a a car driver in Chicago. He wanted to get rid of the stress because of the pandemic, the politics, and the protests, and so many things happening in the US. So he wanted to discover a way to get rid of the stress. So what he did, he jumped into the Lake Michigan every single day for 1 year, and he celebrated the anniversary of this last month, June 13th or 12th, I guess. So he felt so nice, he said. In fact, he was making videos of this and posting it on his Insta and Facebook, and a lot of people started responding. He felt good about people's responses. So, this is what he said. He said, it felt so good. I just wanted to block it all out, the pandemic, everything. So, even during the winter, when the lake froze, he actually dug open a well, dug a hole in the well, in the lake, and he jumped into it. So, and the next day when he came back, the next day, he saw 20 scrapes all over his body, but he didn't mind it. And he continued even through the cold winter. So, what do we get to know from this? Yes, people are stressed out and they try so many ways to get out of their stress, to de stress themselves. This person maybe was a good swimmer, he had a well built body, so he was able to tolerate all those scratches on his body when he jumped into the lake in a chilly winter. But not everybody can do it, isn't it? Not everyone can do it. So the point is, number one, you need to do something to get rid of the stress, right? Just like this person jumped into the lake. Now, don't shun away, but face it with courage. Do something to get rid of your stress every day. Don't let it build, build up in your system. Do something to relieve yourself of the stress. Now, one interesting thing that I would suggest today is praying. Yes, it might sound a bit religious, but praying has such a powerful effect on our consciousness. What is a prayer? Prayer is a conversation with God. God is right there in your heart. Bhagavad Gita says God is there in our heart. He is witnessing all our activities. If we can just turn towards Him and pray to Him, speak to Him, open up yourself, and express what you're feeling, what you're going through, and I'm sure you're going to feel very nice after that. Every day before you go to the bed, just thank God for three things that you enjoyed that day. A prayer could be as simple as that. Conventionally, prayers could also mean to some people by like reciting some shlokas or kind of thing like that. But a prayer can be simply a word of thanks to God. and you will feel so good. It can relieve you from all kinds of stress, because when you start seeing the positives in your life, you thank God for all the good things that happen to you each day. You're actually seeing the positive things in your life. That brings in a lot of self confidence. And in fact, the missile man of our country, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, in spite of his busy schedule, he would pray every day. And this is what he said about praying. He said, God, our Creator, has stored within our minds and personalities great potential, strength, and ability. Prayer helps us tap and develop these powers. The power is within you. You just have to uh, develop that power. You have to just tap in that power. And the easiest way to do that is a simple prayer, right? So that is our de-stress formula for today. Instead of being bogged down by the so many stressful situations, just do a 5-minute activity of praying every day. So will you try that? Okay, with that we come to the end of today's session.